Like this, not like this.
Yes, like this, kitten, and welcome to London Players Guild.
Hello, everybody. What have we got for the lovely audience here today, Peter?
Apparently not like this.
Not like this.
Today we have a final episode of Graded for Battle Evolution Booster.
Yep,
That's the name of the set.
that is the full name, the whole name, and nothing but the name.
Yes. And
Yeah.
and for now it is supposed to be the only evolution booster, but hopefully with the design level of this, I hope we're going to see more of those. Because it was really nice.
I think we're both very happy with this set, but
Yeah.
you'll have to wait till the end to find out our overall grade, because that is what we are doing. That's the hook. Peter, I think we should just get straight into it. Let's show the new
before
people what we've got.
anything, let's say what we're going to
Jump
go
into it.
through, and then let's
Okay.
do the typical YouTube show, right? So first we're
Uh,
going to go through the black cards and the multicolor cards, because we have
Yeah.
those. Then we have a secret as well, so we're going to be talking probably quite at length about that. And then we're going to do a quick speed run through the reprints, because we have
Yeah.
the full list of reprints, which we should have tackled actually as a separate video some time ago, because it was known for a while now, but
That's
we
okay.
decided to throw it in here just to cover the full set, and it feels like it fits where we are. And the other thing is, guys, if you enjoy our videos, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to our channel. 70% of our viewers are not subscribed, so it would be lovely if you guys could drop us a subscribe if you are enjoying our content. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers slowly.
Yep, next
As-
milestone 750, but we're already
Yeah.
fastly approaching that. It's the 1st of March today, and we're already at 712. So that's
Yeah,
good
so
stuff, guys.
we
Keep the subs coming.
we do hope to hit 1,000 this year, hopefully before Q4, but we will see.
Yes.
Yeah, and then let's just jump straight into it, shall we? So we start with the black leader that has been spoiled some time ago, and everyone was wondering what to do with her. So it's a new Bulma leader, which is a black leader, which has very interesting permanent. I'm going to tell you why it's interesting in a moment. All Pan, Bula, Bulma, Chi-Chi, Fidel, My Future, and Android 18 battle cards in all of your areas gain heroine and are treated as if they had no specified costs. Permanent, you can't play non-heroine battle cards. Auto, once per turn when you play a card, draw one card, then discard, and the card you played get plus 5,000 power for the turn. Awaken, when you're at 5 or less life, you draw one and switch one of your energy to active mode, and the leader is Earthling/Heroine. So, first things first, you can't play non-heroine battle cards, but that doesn't mean you can't include them in your deck. You can play Champa for double strike, for example, or
And
Frieza
the Vegeta
for
super combo.
and yes. Next, it only removes the specified cost from the characters listed in the permanent.
Yes, Rosie still is a green free drop.
Yeah, Ribrianne the same. It's peculiar. The way it's written, it's peculiar, but that's how it's written, so that's how the card plays, right? So this has been a whole thing on the judge group at the moment when people are looking for an intent in the card, and clearly it's not written like that. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if it's going to be corrected or not. Then we go to the flip side, where it keeps both permanents, keeps the auto exactly the same, and activate battle, you choose one of your battle cards, and it gets 5,000 power for the battle. So you have a free combo, essentially. That's what it is.
Yeah.
What do you think about the leader?
I think it's unique.
It is unique.
Right now, it's okay. I think this is a leader that will, once someone makes it click, it'll be very useful. But right now, there's just so much potential for this leader, and this is just the beginning of the heroine type.
Hopefully.
That I think. Oh, I mean, it kind of goes without saying that they're like future Ribrians is probably going to have the heroine tag and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
But the problem
so-
is that the Ribrians don't really work with the leader, right?
That's the problem here. Is we've got some
Yeah.
support for it. We've got some support for Heroine, but this is more like the Earthling or close to the Z Fighters associated one, and we don't have that much to go on with them at the moment.
I'm just
But it
going to.
also retroactively fixes that by the permanent. So it's
I'm
like,
also going to point out that it doesn't include Bulma Future.
oh, that's fine. That's fine. I mean, 8
Or
characters is
Bulma
enough.
GT.
Yeah,
Bulma GT on that matter.
that's true. That's true. Um,
Or
but that's
Bulma
fine.
GT.
Okay, right. Now you're just getting into the nitty gritty things.
But yeah, I think this leader reminds me a lot about Pan and Announcer.
I can see that. I can see that.
So
I don't know.
I
It's a weird one for me.
really like it. I do hope it's going. I think it's going to be rogue deck like Announcer was early on, the defensive Announcer, right?
Because there's so many good options for it. Like, you just have to go back and look at Fearless Pan. Now that's an unspecified cost
Yeah.
pan. Like, that's really cool to me.
The issue is, I think that the game is just a bit too fast for decks like the old Announcer or like Bulma could be done. It's just not fast enough, because even using the secret, it's going to be turn 5 plays. The game doesn't last that long.
I think that's a really good point. Definitely a deck that I'm going to build and just play with for funsies. But whether I'll see some competitive aspects, I'm sure the right pilot with the right deck can make something happen. Like we say, or at least I say, is just having 8 cards that retroactively
Yeah.
just become unspecified is really powerful. And also the future of the female characters in this game, the likelihood of them having heroine quite high. So I'm conflicted. I think this is an okay leader now.
Mhm.
We'll see where the archetype goes in the future, and if Ribrienne was to get a new leader, what that would mean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
I
see.
think that's where we leave it on that one, unfortunately.
Then we go into a heroine super combo.
That's so good. I
All
love
the
the artwork
inspiring
of this.
support. I'm going to point out a couple of things about that, but let's start with the first one. It's a 1-drop 1k super combo. When this card is played, you draw 1 card, and then when if your leader is a world tournament or heroine card, which is amazing because it's a super combo for both. When this card is used in a combo, it gets 10,000 power. And if it's your opponent's turn, it gets additional 2,000 power for the battle for each color in your energy. Yes, sorry, I just got confused there. So it
That's
can
alright.
be potential 20,000 combo, super combo. That still
Yeah.
draws a card for 1 energy.
It's cool. I really like it, and I like how they're again experimenting with super combos. We saw it with set 10 with a draw too.
I don't like what they did with this one though. I'm going to
Why?
tell you why.
Okay, that's fine.
It's a 1-drop black battle card.
Oh,
Yeah.
so that new negate.
New negate, power burst. You can use this super combo essentially 12 times in the game. And that new negate is also going to draw you a card when you play it, because I don't think it negates. We're going to see. I don't think it negates the skills.
Neither do I. Oh wait, no, it might do. Anyway, we'll find out later. But yeah, okay. So apart from being able to be recurred in the most disgusting way possible due to power burst and or
I don't remember the name of the new card, but we're going to get to that.
damn it, I can't remember the name, but it's I know the artwork like the back of my
Yeah,
head. It's so good.
we're going to get to it in a moment. There's only
I
like
like
7 black cards.
Without the scary recursion factor, like, because at least when you combo it, you don't get the draw.
Yeah, but you need to play it to get the draw. I'll give you that.
Exactly.
So it's a 1-drop. But both World Tournament and Heroine decks want to have multiple color energy. As I said, I do like the fact that they're playing with the requirements for the super combos. Because this super combo is always 10k, doesn't matter how much life you have, as long as your leader is either World Tournament, which TN, Announcer, Oob.
Whoa! We're just gonna disrespect Jackie Chun like that? How dare you, Pierre?
Yeah, but
Clearly a pillar of the
you
game.
get what I mean. All of
I
the
do,
World Tournaments, or heroine cards of the new Bulma.
or future leaders.
Or future leaders that could also get it, yeah. I do like this card. The only issue, as I said, I have is that it costs 1.
Yeah, the the,
I
the,
think it
the
was
the
done
ability to recur
on
is
purpose
scary.
because Bulma is supposed to be very defensive, but the fact you can abuse this card in Announcer, which is
Hmm.
also a black leader, with
Yeah,
Power Burst and the new negate, I think this could prove problematic as a very
I could,
defensive card.
yeah, but I feel like it being limited to currently 2 playable decks at the moment is probably going to
Yeah,
stop it from being problematic. But again, having
but
that defensive ability,
both decks ignore specified cost.
that's true. That's true. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying like neither of them are doing much in the meta, but could being able to be live with a defensive, so not only can you negate attacks, that you get a super combo back. Adding the Supreme Kai of times with that, because why not?
Mm.
It could be a very defensive wall deck, which might elevate them, but that's not necessarily bad.
No, I mean the fact that this is a defensive super combo, 20,000 power defensive super combo, because
Yeah,
during your turn it's always going to be 10,000 power. It
yeah.
only gets additional during your opponent's turn. But yeah, it's interesting in design. Yeah.
The more I look into it, the more I like it, and it
Oh god,
kind
you
of
can
gives
also
you.
dispo it.
Oh God.
I'm just finding more ways to recur it.
I mean, yeah, just the infinite super combo deck coming soon. But yeah, like let's move on. I think we both
Yeah,
like it, but could be scary. Ah,
we have the super rare, the only black super rare, I think.
yeah, for this set it is.
It's an amazing artwork,
It's so
but
good.
I don't understand why they decided to go with the GT and call him Goku Childhood.
Don't question it anymore, man. Don't
It's
question it
a
anymore.
Bluegie. It's a red shadow. This is a GT thing.
But
But yeah, the card is busted.
it's so good. Like, so it's a 5 cost 0/5 combo, 25k power,
Yeah.
unique double strike. When this card attacks, play up to 1 skillless battle card with an edge cost of 2 or less from your drop. It gets 5k for the turn. Activate main, pay 2. If your leader card is a Saiyan card, just a Saiyan, doesn't
Not
matter.
Saiyan only. Doesn't matter the color.
Your opponent has 2 or more energy. I think that's a quite easy thing to hit. And you have 2 or more skillless battle cards in your drop area. Play this card from your hand.
And just like that.
Nuts. Nuts, man.
So, it's also a unique double strike 25,000. So it's a 2-drop 25k double striker that brings back another 25k a single striker.
Mm.
One thing I want to point out is you don't need to have 2 skillless battle cards in your drop with cost 2 or less, just 2 or more skillless battle cards. So for people who want to run only 2 drops or less in their deck, I think that's wrong. I think you would easily run 2 drops and 3 drops, just
Mm.
because 3 drops are so much more powerful. You want some 2 drops to be able to resurrect with him, but any skillless count for him.
Yeah, it's crazy strong, crazy consistent. Obviously, the Goku is playing it in skillless Goku.
Yeah, because we're getting more
Obviously.
support on top of this, right?
But like the fact that it can be used in any Saiyan, like if the
Vegex?
Wii, that's true. Vegex could be kind of useful. Actually, that could be kind of scary.
Yeah,
Wait, does Vegex
because
play skillless?
it can, because there was a Trunks that played skillless and gave it critical on Overwhelm.
Ooh. Maybe. So there could be something there. But like, yeah, I just think it's a really good. I think it's a really good generic pay to get a double strike on board, and then if you have skillless based strategies, like you're gonna. The fact is, like most of the time you're gonna play this, you're gonna be able to get a swing off and get one of those cards that you like meet the requirement
Yeah,
for it to be played for 2. So you're always building pressure with this card, whether the hits or not. It doesn't matter,
yeah. It's a good
and
thing
it's
that
an
it
auto
has
25k.
unique, but yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yes.
Then we go into Android 8, helping a friend. So 1 drop 5k power, activate main once per turn. If your leader card is a black Son Goku Childhood card, and you choose 1 4-star ball in your hand and discard it, play 1 black battle card from your drop area with an energy cost of 1, 5,000 power or less, and a different card name from any battle cards you have in play. It's a good thing that Kid Ku does not have a tag for World Tournament.
Yeah. I like this card quite a bit.
It lets you
I don't
play
know.
more of the one-drop Kid Ku, Adventure Begins, essentially. Because it's a free cost, because you discard that 4-star ball and then you bring back the Kid Ku and bring back that ball to your
The
hand.
4-star. Yeah.
And doesn't let you spam Kid Kus, which is nice. So it is self-checking there.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's a really cool card. I don't know how. I don't think you would run it at 4, but I could be wrong. I'm gonna let the Kid Ku players figure out
We need
ratios
to
for it,
ask
but
Nathan.
I definitely think it's a good card for the deck.
We need to ask Nathan, because Nathan is a Kid Ku player.
That's true. That's true. To Nathan, we don't have D.
We don't have Nathan today.
We don't have Nathan today. Next card.
Katopesla Modular Mastery. So Hatch is getting better.
It's so cool. So when you play, so 1-drop 5k. When this card is played, add up to 1 black Katopesla card with an edge cost of 2 or more from your drop area to your hand.
So it can restart the chain on its own.
I mean, the chain did kind of need this, because if you did nuke the chain, it would kind of like stop you dead in your tracks. And now that you've got this, you can kind of regain that piece and build yourself up, rather than having to rely on the original 1-drop that was set at the top of your deck to get.
But there is more.
There is more. So let's go for that bit, Peter.
Activate main, pay 2 energy. If your leader card is black and you have 4 more energy. If you would activate the evolve skill on a black Katopesla card in your hand this turn, you may do so without paying its skill cost. Now, this makes me feel like there is going to be more to the Katopesla chain.
Potentially, right? Like, it's definitely set up.
I mean, why else would you have this skill? All of their evolve costs are 1, 2, and 1.
That's true. That's true. That's a very good point.
So this skill is very peculiar.
We've seen with this set kind of that it's a baseline for things to come. Like we've seen with Vegeta's lineage, we've seen with Heroine. Like,
well, we haven't seen Vegeta's lineage on the set yet, on the series yet.
But yeah, we have.
Oh yeah, King Vegeta, right?
But yeah, like they're setting things up for future. So this could very well be an intentional. Oh, and actually, there is another black card that sets up something in the future as well. So I think we could definitely see more Katopesla. It's going to be interesting. Maybe it's going to get its own deck, because everyone knows the popularity of it. Everyone knows Police.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Super Sentai. What do you expect? Everyone loves Power Rangers.
It's been used in a few different decks, like you mentioned. Hatch, Soul Striker. Like,
Vegex at some point was playing that.
Loads of different ways to play it. So possibly they're going to just fully flesh out Katopesla.
Yeah. Would be nice to actually get the leader for that. Because it would be nice to get the leader for that, because year 3 generally got banned into oblivion. Majority
exactly,
of
and maybe that's the plan. It's like, okay, we lost a lot of our Divine Multiverse Universe free cards. Let's bring it in, but with a character that people actually love and have actually played and is actually top. Like, so yeah.
And people don't resent the card for existing.
Also that.
Then we go into your waifu.
So it's a 2-drop. Toa the next move. I wonder why she's called that. 0-5k combo, 5k power, Demon Remrace, Demon God tags, Dark Empire Saga, character of Toa. I'm just beating around the bush. She's a blocker. Auto 1. When you activate an Overlord skill, if you don't have a copy of this card in play, you may play this card from your hand. If you do, look at the bottom card of your deck. If it's a battle card with Servant and an energy cost of 3 or less, you may play it in rest mode with its skills negated for the turn. Otherwise, return it to the bottom. So, there's a lot here.
There is an awful lot here.
So you get a Tower on board for 1. That's a blocker. There's definitely going to be a Mechikabura or something akin to that playing Overlord next set.
I mean, we do expect Overlord to come back, essentially. Overlord was very... I like this as a mechanic, but the problem was that the game started getting way too fast for Overlord to matter.
but she's also generic enough that
Yeah,
she can help support Overlord decks as well. And because you're playing it off Overlord, which puts a card with 7 at the bottom of the deck,
yeah,
you're getting that card back. That's huge for Overlord decks.
yeah.
I love this card. I absolutely adore it. Um, and if
I
it
need
is
to
gonna
check
turn
on
out,
the.
what?
I would need to check the rulings on this one.
Why?
When does this auto proc? Does it proc when you declare you're activating Overlord? Or when? I think it's after it resolves, because activate. Or
Because you
activate
resolve the
mains.
skill first, will you? Like this will go into pending, but you'll resolve Overlord first, and then
Would you Overlord? Overlord is an activate skill, so it doesn't follow the auto rules.
uh, well, it'll still go on to the bottom, and then you still play this.
Yeah, the question is. Don't worry about that. It's a ruling question. I don't have
Yeah,
Overlord skill in front of me. I don't think rulebook would help me either way. But it plays the servant in rest mode, so you don't get additional attacks with it. It negates the skills, so you don't get to have any when played skills. It literally gives that body back to you,
yeah,
so it can be
and
overloaded
and a
again.
blocker and a blocker on board, which
Yeah,
is always nice. Yeah, again, I really like this card. Whether it means Mechikabura or Mirror Overlord coming for the next set,
Magic
I think
Kabura leader that gives a non-black Xeno characters and Dark Broly servant.
that'd be cool. Oh my god, because then it would all just get 10k power. Oh my god, please no. We'll see, we'll see. There's lots of exciting things going on, but even if this is just generic Overlord support, it's good generic Overlord support.
Oh yeah, I agree. Overload needed something, the same as Rejuvenate needs something.
And it kind of fits into that category of black cards you like, where it's a utility based.
Yes, it is a utility that can be used in any color. This is what black should have been. But yeah.
There you go. Now, next card.
Playtime's over!
Playtime's over! So it does negate the skill.
Yeah,
for
it
the
does negate
turn.
the skill. That's still fine. You get more uses of your super combo.
Yeah, like you say. So this is the one we were referring to earlier. One drop, negate. If your leader is black, obviously you've got to have a black leader.
Yeah,
But then you
the
get to
same as Power Burst.
play up to 1 black battle card with an energy cost of 1 from your drop with its skills negated. Okay, it's not as powerful as Power Burst because obviously Power Burst can go to the warp as well, but it's still
Power
great.
Burst can also be activated without any energy.
That's true. Sparking.
Yes, it's a spark brigade.
but
This
yeah,
card is
it's perfect for
still
it.
strong because it only negates the skills for the turn, so you can bring back the Android 8 we have seen, you can bring back Kitku, you can bring back Katopesla.
Yeah, there's lots of things. In Toa, for example, you can bring back the Toa that can go in and do fancy shenanigan ball stuff, so you don't have to keep her out on the
You're talking
field.
about the Mechikabura Toa, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You can bring
So
the good Toa back.
yeah, there's lots of cool stuff there.
Yeah,
Um,
there's... The card is really good.
It just is a really good card. I don't know what more we
But
can say.
unlike what some people are saying, I don't think this automatically replaces Power Burst. As
Oh
I
god,
said,
no.
Power Burst has
No.
sparking. There are times when Playtime's over is better. There are times when Power Burst is better.
Yeah, I think you've got to find that balance with the deck, but also if you're building a defensive deck, like we've seen with the new super combo,
Yeah.
you'll have both.
Yeah,
You'll have
you will
both.
have both because that super combo. Even if you bring it with its skills negated, the moment you combo, it's different cards, so the skill works.
Yeah.
So, I just brought myself additional 20,000 combo power in one card.
Cool. Yeah.
Comparable to that new trigger from...
Is
that.
Kai a one drop? The starter deck Vegex
Supreme,
Kai.
yeah.
So another target as well.
Yeah. There's tons of good targets.
It's a really good defensive card, but it can also set up a lot as well. Well, like I don't know what more we can say. Then it's good. Is it going to replace Power Burst? No. Are they going to be used in tandem? Obviously, like
In
without a
some
doubt.
way. I think there would be some matchups where you would prefer Playtimes over. There are some matchups where you prefer Power Burst. So I would imagine them being on like maybe 5-3. 5 in the main deck and 3 in the sideboard.
The 3-2 split, yeah. I figure that might be the case.
Even
For
4-1
most
split
decks.
sometimes. Depends on what
Yeah.
your deck does and what it needs.
Although one thing, this is hilarious because you can get Dark Broly back with it.
The one drop Broly.
Yep.
Yeah. I think in the Dark Broly this would be... In the
It's
control
so good.
version of the Dark Broly, I would be running this.
It's so good. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get your attack and get my 30k Broly back.
Yeah. Not even that, you can bring any Toa, you can bring back Paragus. They're amazing.
It's so good, yeah. So this is a great tech for Dark Broly if people
If
are
they're playing
interested in it.
Control.
Yeah.
Because if they're not playing Control, I don't think it's worth the hassle. Then we go into multicolor. And first is... We have 4 sets of multicolors. First one is... King Vegeta, the Insubordinate. Wait, what?
Insubordinate?
Why? Who was he insubordinate to?
Frieza, Cooler.
Cooler? What did
No, he actually liked Cooler, didn't he? So
I don't know.
he didn't like Frieza.
It's a card that I have a lot of problem with. We already tackled that. It's a free arrival. It's unique. That's good. So 2 drop, 1 green, 1 red, 10,000 power, unique energy exhaust, arrival red green for free. In before, there's going to be someone asking if your arrival red green because it doesn't have cost. Do you need to pay the cost of the card? Because I've seen people like that. Swap free, pay 1 red. If your leader card is a red Saiyan card and you have 3 or more energy, you can swap into Vegeta lineage with energy cost of 3. And when this card is played, choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards and minus 5k for the turn. You can't play copies of this card for the turn. So doesn't matter what you do, you can only play him once per turn, even if you immediately remove
Combo him off or something, yeah. I'll swap him off even, because that's what...
Yeah. So, definitely Nappa, or I think King Vegeta is the target for this.
Yeah.
Unless we're going to get a red Vegeta with Vegeta's lineage in the next set.
I think we're going to get a King Vegeta lineage leader in the next set.
I think it's going to be Vegeta rather than King Vegeta.
Either or, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But yeah, this is a huge and scary card because obviously swap bounces it back to hand, which then gives you a free arrival, which is a minus 5k. It's not the
King
end
Vegeta has a field that gives you free arrival combo because it combos the multicolor from your drop. That's why I was thinking about King Vegeta. The rebooted field essentially sets this up for free. This card is free.
It's a free card. It's good. It's really good.
It's scary. You play it once during your turn, once during your opponent's turn, right?
Yeah. Swap it off in your turn, then play it again in your opponent's turn.
And then you swap into Vegeta, Unyielding
Pride.
So this one has Deflect.
Pew! Pew, pew, pew!
Also has a skill we haven't seen in a good while on the battle card.
I agree, permanent.
This card can attack your opponent's battle cards in active mode. We have seen that on... Something was giving that. Sin?
Meditation.
Red Sin?
Oh. Red Sin?
No.
No, meditation does.
No,
but the red unison does, yeah.
Yeah, the Red Sin unison.
Yeah. I was like, wait, red sin? No, the Shadow Dragons are yellow. Wait, no, they made that unison red.
Yeah. So this is where the Vegeta's lineage finishes at the moment. This one doesn't have a swap skill anymore. Has an auto for red and any energy. If your leader card is a red or green Saiyan card, when this card KOs one of your opponent's battle cards, you play 1 red-green multicolor Vegeta card with cost of 6 from your deck or drop area on top of this card, then shuffle your deck if you looked through it.
So this plays the set 7 SR, right? Yeah, that's the intended target for it.
Couple of issues with that.
Shoot.
That SR is 20,000 power.
I thought you were going to say £20,000 then. I was like, what?
No,
when did that happen?
It's 20,000 power. So it's very weak. It is being played in rest mode.
True.
Because you play it on top of this card, so it keeps the same position.
Mm.
It just doesn't feel good. I do hope we're going to see another Vegeta with multicolor and cost 6.
I think that's more likely. I think that's very much more likely.
Or something that at least restands that Vegeta. Because that Vegeta's skill comes from attacking. When you attack a leader, your opponent warps 2 from hand and has double strike.
Mm. Yeah, I think we're very much likely because with the advent of red green, with the advent of multicolor unisons next set,
Oh
I
god, yeah.
feel red green's gonna see present play. So if King Vegeta is supported Vegeta's lineage, I think that's where we'll see
Yeah.
the probably an SR boss monster that is a 6 cost multicolor
Probably like
Vegeta.
maybe like an ape that would restand at the end of a turn.
Possibly.
I
Yeah,
would quite
that'd be
like that.
cool. Yeah, and
Well,
it would fit, wouldn't it? Like the pride into the ape.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's a really cool concept. It's a small package, but interesting.
yeah.
Again, setting up
Total of
things,
3 cards.
setting up things to come. Like, there's no way we don't see more Vegeta's lineage.
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would guarantee in my YouTube career that we will see Vegeta's lineage again.
Yeah, I think so as well in the next set, hopefully. Hopefully they don't make us wait too long until it's
Oh my
too
god!
late.
Like, I swear, if it's not in the next set, I'll be messaging you know who and be like, "Why? Why would you do that to us?"
Then we go into Nappa Break Card
Woo!
Unleashed.
Do like
So
the artwork on this card. Like, I don't know what's going
it's
on
a
with his shoulders, but I love it.
it's a shoulder blade. He has a shoulder
He's
blade.
like, "Pshh!"
So 4 drop, 1 green, 1 red, 20,000 power, energy exhaust, deflect, double strike, dual attack. Auto. Once per turn, if there are a total of 6 or more battle cards with cost of 1 in your battle area or drop area, and drop area. When wait, oh total, okay. When this card attacks, it gets plus 10,000 power for the turn, and then choose up to 3 of your opponent's battle cards and KO them.
So good.
And it has dual attack, so it's 30k, double strike, dual attack, and kills three things without barrier. And has deflect.
It's cool. It's really cool.
It's a good finisher for Nap attack.
The fact that it has deflect is huge for
Yeah.
me. Like, because we know if you're at the four is the limit now for the game. Like four
And
is when you're
20,000
gonna
power.
like that's where Bandai have said, right, anything higher than 4, you're probably going to be cheating it out.
Yeah.
So 4 drops that are positioned to be strong game turners. I won't say necessarily game enders, but change the favor of the game in your play. Need to have deflect because the 20k base obviously allows it to be hit by the red counter players.
I
4
am
drop or less
I am
allows it to be hit by
surprised that they did not ramp it up a bit and they didn't make him 5 cost 25k with Arrival.
I mean, that's also true, but I guess they just wanted to. I'm a plop down my big boy. He gonna swing. He a Chonkosaurus.
Yeah, I think the idea is that Nappa is not supposed to be too strong. That's why they didn't give him designed Arrival for that.
Yeah, I mean, he's only a rare, and plus the Nappa
Yeah.
archetype's just this small little archetype that does weird things. It's gonna be fun to play, but it's not necessarily gonna change the game.
I don't know what
And
it's going to do yet, so I haven't even looked properly.
stuff and things, stuff
Yeah.
and things. Hashtag Nappa 2020. Next card, Peter.
It's your daddy.
It's SS Bardock Never Ending Story Vengeance. 5 cost, 2 specified blue, 1 yellow, 1 5k comp. Energy exhaust, unique, barrier, permanent. If you have a Bardock's crew card in play, reduce the combo cost of the card in your hand by 1. Oh, that's a 0-5 combo. That's multicolor, blue yellow, which allows you to access some of the most broken cards in the game. But that's not the point. The point being, everybody, is this activate main skill of paying 1 blue and 1 other color. If your leader card is Bardock's crew, choose 1 Taurus red armband or Assault of the Great Apes in your hand, activate them, negate the skill for the game. It doesn't matter at that point. You're playing 4 or 5 apes for 2 energy.
Yep.
Oh, it's so good. But Peter, it doesn't stop there. Not only have you just played a bunch of monkeys on board, you then X-evolve into
Yep.
a set-free unplayable SR until now.
Yeah, it became suddenly playable.
And it
Especially you have a way to cheat this guy
everything.
out.
It rests everything. Yeah, Tora cheats this guy out for everyone who's like,
Yeah.
oh, but it's 5. How do you get it out? Tora, you do it for 1 blue energy.
Well, 2, because you need to play the
Well,
Toro.
we gotta play Tora, but who cares about that, Peter?
Yeah, but for
Who
2 energy, this
cares?
guy comes out. If your opponent attacks when you have Tora on board, you just block, pay 1 energy, dump this guy. If they can't remove him and he has barrier, next turn you just like pay 2, red armband or assault of the great apes, provided you have the drop area for that, right?
Of course, yeah, but Great Apes vastly helps you do that.
Yeah,
So then you have a bunch of monkeys, and then you X evolve and rest all your opponent's stuff, and then hit them repeatedly, and they lose.
at least that's the plan.
That's the plan. I like whether it works in theory or not. I'm just very excited, and then we move on to Trio de Dangerous. Pierre, take away.
Three of the Dangers, Fierce Trinity. So 5 drop, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 20,000 power, 1 cost, 10k combo. Before someone is going to be asking, Bergamo, Basil, Lavender as a character names, but for purposes of skills, they only count as one of those. Because they're only 1 card. Energy Exhaust, Deflect, Double Strike, permanent. Your opponent can't activate counter skills in response to this card attacking unison cards or battle cards. So they can only stop the attack on the leader. And when this card removes a marker from an opponent's unison card by attacking, you choose up to 1 of your opponent's unison cards and negate its skills until the end of your opponent's next turn. They can't stop it. They need to block it if they want to stop it. Because it's not that this attack can't be negated, they can't activate counter skills in response to this.
It's so good. I love this.
And then you blank their unison, they can't plus the markers, they can't minus the markers, they have no permanence, they have nothing.
Nope.
And of course on the unison's defensive step, you can't combo. And
exactly
20k
so.
is going to hit, I think, every unison in the game, beside the secret one.
I was going to say, beside 1, I think it hits everything.
Yeah, beside the secret one, that's the only one that it doesn't hit.
But no one plays that, so you're fine.
Then activate main, 1 blue, 1 yellow. If your opponent has 2 or more energy, and you have a total of 2 or more blue and or yellow battle cards in play, play this card from your hand, so it's a 2-drop.
It's so good!
The card looks stupid. The card looks really, really stupid, because it's not tied into the leader in any way, shape or form.
It's just blue, yellow, good stuff.
Yeah. So,
which
good thing it's a 5-drop. Mill can't play this.
Yeah, I think that was a very conscious
effort
on their part, which is why it has the activate main, because they want you to get it out, but they don't want you playing it in decks like.
Yeah. Also has deflect and double strike. Double strike, so it removes 2 markers.
It's so good. It's so good. This I think really hinders like the 1-drop green Demogray unison.
Oh god, yes. No, because it needs to remove a marker from unison by attacking, and green Demogray unison is going to take a life instead, so the marker is never
but they're going to take 2.
Yeah. But
I'm just thinking like
you're just helping them awaken and give them cards to hand, because Demogray adds them to hand.
I don't know. I feel like this puts a lot of pressure on green. That
It does put a lot of pressure, and I will just point out, this is not unique.
It's not.
No, it's not. So you can have multiple of those on board hitting that Demogray.
But also, so what I'm saying is like they can't activate dormant potential in response. That's what I was trying to get at.
Okay, yeah, they can't dormant potential in response, so you'll just keep on hitting it.
Yeah.
With everything you have, and they're going to awaken, but then at some point they're going to lose that unison.
Exactly. So it's a weird thing, but in my head that's where I went.
Yeah, I mean, if you took it out, yeah, I can see that. Then we go Sorrel and Hope, Fiends of Universe 9. So much.
These characters back.
So a 2-drop, 15,000 blocker. If you have a Universe 9 card in play, negate this card's energy exhaust skill in all areas. You can't drop it turn 1.
You can't.
Which is fine. When this card activates its blocker skill, your opponent may choose one of their cards and switch it to rest mode. If they don't, you draw 1 card. This is scary.
Oh, it's so...
Like, this is a scary blocker, because this is not a small blocker.
Nope.
If you drop it on turn 2, and your opponent's leader is not awakened yet, you at least stop their leader.
You can drop it turn one with the Bulma Leader.
Isn't that -2? Oh no, the leader. God, I was
Yeah,
thinking about the unison.
yeah,
No, the leader, yeah. Yeah, at the
yeah.
end of turn 1, yeah. It's still your turn 2 when you attack.
Oh, of course, yeah, but yeah. But still, having that on board that early,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, the card is
it's so
scary.
good.
The card is scary.
I love it. I absolutely adore it.
Very good
Obviously,
common. I'm just going to point out, this is a common.
yeah. I also really like this. I know some people are divided on multicolors, but I like how they're not forcing you into having to play Beerus, blue, yellow.
I think mostly
What
because they're not reprinting those anymore. And I like that.
possibly.
Beerus was good for what it was. I don't have actually issue with the design of Techlands or Warplants. Also
That's
don't
what
have
I
an
thought.
I don't have a problem with design of this card or the card in the same colors actually for Bardock's crew.
Mm,
They can just come in on top. That's fine because they're designed for specific archetypes. They can't be abused outside as much.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I like how we're zoning in. So there's the generic support there if you need
Yeah.
it, but like proper focused in on the archetype, and I like how that I like
And
the
it works with
direction.
archetype, right? Because U9 became that I want to rest and draw cards rather than that weird ramp that it was in the past.
Exactly. Yeah, lots of cool stuff with U9. I think they've finally hit their
They stride.
they want to do with it.
Yeah.
Like they know. I think we've seen that quite a few times, especially in Dragon Ball's history, is where they've come up with something, it was cool, but it didn't really fit, and then
Yeah.
they've gone back to the drawing board and been like, this is it. And I think we've seen that very much so with Universe 9 now, which is
Yeah.
it's great to see. It's great to see.
Then we go into blue green, and we have our cool twins boss
So
monster.
cool.
I really like this card.
The
So this
attitude
is
of this thing.
replacing the Predator.
Yeah, this is the new Violent Predator boss
Yeah.
monster, essentially.
So 8 drop, 2 green, 2 blue, Android 1718, siblings revived. So this is from Android 1718 Saga. Oh, I thought it was going to be from the Future Saga when they got in GT. Ah, never mind.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Yeah, nah, but they're
And
not letting
25,000 power, so it works with the old ramp version as well.
Mhm.
Energy exhaust, deflect, double strike, dual attack. Because they couldn't put more keywords on this.
all the skills.
When this card is played, choose any number of your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and place them in the owner's drop areas. At the end of the turn, switch up to one of your blue energy to active mode. Like, this is what Violent Predator should be doing. It shouldn't be punishing you for not playing the core set cards, which are the multicolors.
Preach.
The
Yeah.
fact that Violent Predator, you could ramp into Violent Predator and monocolored decks auto lost.
It was just you lose the game.
Yeah, and it's like, so what do you do next? Also, when this card attacks, your opponent reveals their hand. You choose 2 cards from it and place them in their energy in rest mode. It's interesting.
Up to.
Up to, yes.
I like this because I like cards where you get to see your opponent's hand.
I would do that for information, and if I see a secret, I'll put it in their energy.
Of course. You've got no.
But
Put
bear
it
in mind, this
put
card
it
has
in the energy.
this card has dual attack.
That's true. Oh, so you get to do it twice.
Yes, you
Oh,
can
so
rip
potential of
4
cards.
cards from their hand, and I think this is enough because you just board wipe them. You get 1 energy back at the end of a turn, and you can rip 4 cards of their hand. And even though you're ramping them, at this point they're going to have maybe 8 cards in hand. You just took their most essential pieces.
Yeah, no, definitely. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. Again, I'm a fond of cards where you get to see your opponent's hand. It allows you, like, it changes the dynamic of the game. Like, I remember when foreseeing hit was a thing, and
Oh,
you knew
God.
as soon as that hit, like, the game just changed into a different game.
I
Like-
remember people saying Foreseeing Hit was bad and it was selling for like a $5 at the beginning, and then people worked out, wait, you see your opponent's hand and you can calculate exactly how much combo they have.
You can literally win the game by seeing your opponent's hand, and then Broly obviously crown. So
Yeah.
if this is the evolution of that, I'm okay with that. And yeah, like you say, and also there's no reason you can't just tech in the freezer.
to give it critical.
and really punish them. But I think at
I
this
would
point, you put it
definitely
again.
dust my ramp Beerus deck and put this in there instead of Predator.
That's another thing. It's not locked to any leader or anything like that.
Yes,
It's
you can
just
do
yeah.
it. It's the same as Violent Predator. You can do anything you want with it.
I love this card. I just love it. I absolutely adore it. And it's a 7 cost in Android
And then we
17
go
and 18.
into the powerhouses of Android 16, which in our graded video we said they're multicolor because they're a rival.
And here we are. Here
Ah,
we
7
are.
drop, 1 green, 2 blue, 25,000 power, so still works with that with those ramp cards. Energy exhaust, double strike, arrival blue green, cost 4 energy, so decently costed. This is an arrival cost that I don't have an issue with, because 4
Yeah,
energy is a lot.
it is. It is.
I have an issue with 2 or less energy for similar
No,
body size.
I understand that, but again, this is kind of like we've said. It's hitting that 4 range where Bandai have
Yeah.
very much. They've got into this zone of 4 is when the game changes in someone's favor.
Yeah.
So
To be fair, that 4 energy for this deck shouldn't be 4 energy.
too much. No, because of ramping. But yeah,
Exactly. It's the only deck that still has actual ramping. So when this card is played, you add up to 1 Android 21 card with cost 5 or less from your deck to your
bad
hand.
omen. Bad omen.
Yeah, exactly. Shuffle your deck, then choose up to 1 Android 21 with 5 or less in your hand and play it. And we learned that Bad Omen doesn't need to be played from energy to get the skill.
Nope. Nope. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's so good. Bad omen's insane.
And when this card attacks, your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it, so it doesn't need to attack the leader.
No, just when
And it has double strike.
it's cool. I like it. I think it's very fair for what it does,
Yeah.
and like it
It's
not having
fairly
the flexibility-
costed. It still costs you. Most likely, you're going to arrival that from your energy, so you still
Oh,
lose
yeah,
1
course.
energy on that. You lose another energy for the Bad Omen skill.
Yeah, it's Yeah, I think it's a fair card. I think it's a fair card.
Yeah. Other card you can search with this is the blocker from starter deck that checks the top 7 to ramp you.
Oh, that's true.
So there are other targets you can play with this. There was
Bad
also,
omen. Bad omen.
there was also another one that played clone tokens.
Yeah, but you're gonna play bad omen. Don't even lie.
I'm saying that this card wouldn't be bad in the clone token deck as well.
No,
Because you
it
can
wouldn't.
search the Android 21 that gives your staff crit.
But bad
Yeah, Bad Omen is a finisher.
omen. Bad omen. Just bad omen.
And now we have a steadfast comeback. And with his arrival, I do have an issue. So, 6 drop, 20,000 power. 1 cost 5k combo. I just noticed that it's a 1 cost 5k combo. Dual attack, blocker, revenge. Arrival blue green for 1 blue and 1 green. So, one thing I want to point out. That dual attack there is so he can attack and then still block.
Yes, because you want that revenge.
If your leader card is blue or green, doesn't need to be mono blue or mono green. So works with a lot of surge leaders as well. When you play this card or use it in a combo from your hand, choose 1. Your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and discards it. Place up to 1 blue android with energy cost of 1 from your deck in your drop area, then shuffle your deck. The fact is a 1 mana your opponent discards a card.
That's general though. That's what we've seen. Like it's 1 for 1. We've seen that before.
But you just gave a discard to any blue deck.
Yeah,
Because green was usually the one that discarded.
that's true. That's true. But color identity is not really a thing.
True that. Touche.
Yeah, like I can understand, but I don't think it's the end of the world Doombringer. But I also think it's a really good SR to have. I like
I like this. I like this
16
SR.
being a revenge blocker.
But again, I think it's a bit cheap.
I can see it. I can see it. I can definitely see
2
it. I don't
energy,
know
I
how.
think, is not expensive enough for what the card does. I like that they at least had the decency to reduce his combo power.
Yeah, yeah. Like you can't just combo this point
Yeah.
and then oh look, And they also don't have the effect. Like I feel like this card was primed to get the effect of if your X is X, reduce the energy cost for the combo by 1. But they didn't, so they have shown restraint. So
I mean, it is going to be an interesting card because it can
I
be devastating as a defensive card.
that's what I mean. I think the fact that it's just got again, it ties back to the original 16 with the blocker revenge.
Yeah,
So
it's interesting.
it's cool. It's cool.
Let's go into successor territory. Oh wait, it actually has successor. Never mind.
Way to go, Pierre. Way to go. You did yourself there. Call of the Trio Super Android 13.
So 7 drop, 2 yellow, 2 green, 1 cost 5k combo. Energy exhaust, deflect, triple attack. Damn.
I love to see it. I love to see it.
Successor green and yellow. I like it's a 7 drop, not one of those numbers that we used to, like 4 or 6. It's not even number, so it's way harder to achieve. Although I think in Android 13 it's going to be fairly easy to achieve because you can just successor on top of a 7 drop. I think also you can play this from your deck with Android 13 because it's a green Android 13 with 7 drop.
Oh yeah, I think you can actually. Yeah.
Yeah, if you lead the card is yellow or an Android card, reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand by 1. So
you can arrival with it, or you can do.
Yeah, that's kinda my issue. You know, there's a cool Surge deck called Cell.
Yeah, and it's getting lots more hype recently.
Yeah. If you lead a card as an Android 13 card, when this card attacks, your opponent chooses one of their battle cards and KOs it.
It's alright.
I mean, it has triple attack. It has triple attack.
Yeah, like for those not with barrier, it's gonna be like.
Doesn't matter that your opponent is choosing if it has barrier, it can't be chosen by your skills. Not chosen by you, by your skills.
Huh?
People still think that barrier only.
Right, no, yeah, okay. I was like, did I say something wrong then?
No,
you're
did
just
not.
explaining. You're just explaining.
Yeah. It's for Android 13, I think it's good. The fact that you can get additional free attacks on top of your big 7-drop boy is scary.
It's cool. I like it a lot.
Then we go Android 13, the mission begins. As a new boss, really, for the deck.
I love this card so much. So, 4 drop, 2 1 specified green, 1 specified yellow, 1/10 combo, energy exhaust, unique, double strike, arrival green yellow for 1 green. At the start of your opponent's turn, they choose 2 battle cards, and pew pew. So that's cool. I like that effect.
At the start of each of their turns.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. That's not a when played. It's just at the start of the turn, kill.
It's an auto that triggers at the start of opponent's turn.
So activate main, pay 1, send this card from your drop to the warp. Choose one of your opponent's battle cards. When it goes to 3 or less, KO it. It's just a good. I'm a KO some stuff, and it also adds taxation.
It's a double strike, taxation, and very, very cheap arrival.
Yes.
Like, this is ridiculously cheap arrival. It's a 4 drop.
I mean, you can essentially do it turn 1.
Yes, that's what I was going on. You can do it turn 1 with Dr. Gero.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a thing to worry about.
And there was some other support for the Android 13 4 drops, so yay.
I feel like we didn't get a lot of love for this version of Android 13, so the fact that it's now got an SR and it's a good SR.
It's a very good SR for anything that can run the green-yellow arrival.
Yeah.
This opens up a lot of interesting costs suddenly with the Broly arrival.
I was just gonna say that the Broly assault or whatever it was, the one from the
all-out assault.
Yeah. It's very cool. It's very cool.
You can go into Jiren. And the last one for multicolors
I love this artwork. It's great.
It's really. It looks very green and yellow, which I guess matches.
Is the point? Question mark.
So it's a 2-drop 15,000 power, 1 cost 5k. Deflect. If your leader card is yellow or android card, reduce the combo cost of this card in your hand by 1. They have 2 of those.
I think they have another one as well, but
They have 2 of those at the moment. That are just 0 cost 5k combos because they have 7 drop 13 and they have this.
Yeah.
If your opponent has 2 or more energy, when this card is played, you look at the top 10 cards from your deck. Play up to 1 Android 13 with cost 4 or less among them with its skill negated for the turn, then shuffle your deck. Oh wait, that's super rare that we have just seen.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because it activates at the start of opponent's turn.
It don't matter. Ah, it's so cool. And then you have 6 on board if you wanted to successor into the 6-drop Super Android 17 from.
No, but it doesn't add up really, because that one is a 7-drop. This is a 2-drop. The 4-drop is a 4-drop.
What? 16's a sorry, 17's a 6-drop.
A 17 is a 9-drop.
Oh, never mind. I thought it was a 6-drop. Ignore me.
4-drop was Dispo. 6-drop was Cell. 7-drop is Android 13. 9-drop is Cell and Android is Super 17. 10-drop was Jiren, and 12-drop is Cell X.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I just got my numbers wrong. Well, look, 9 is 6 upside down. Okay.
Question I have: is there a way to play this during your opponent's turn? Because then you could search in the top 10 for Android 13 that has Union Absorb skill.
And as you know, scoop.
Yeah, you play it during your opponent's turn, and then during your turn you can just go into Absorb.
Huh, I don't know. I'll have to defer to the experts on that one.
Yeah.
The comment section being.
Well, that was the black and multicolor cards, and now we're going to...
Papa's Secret.
Mama Secret.
That's true. That's true.
Heroine's Lineage. Because it's a sideways, I was convinced this is a field, and I was like, this is busted!
Everyone was convinced this was a field.
Because they confused us, because the first extra cards we have seen that were sideways were field cards.
Yes.
Never
so
mind.
anyway, Peter, do you want to run us through the effect of this? What costs?
It's a very first secret rare that can be run by Milnemba.
And also an extra card.
An extra card, yeah. Well, no, we had another extra card secret. Negative balls.
Balls, yep.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
Ultimate. Activate main. 5 energy. Remove this card from your drop area from the game, so not to warp, just remove from the game. Choose any number of heroine cards in your hand with cost 5 or less, different card names, and total cost of energy adds to 10 or less, and play them. Choose up to one of those cards that you just played, and it gets 5,000 power for the turn.
Some things to note, Peter. This isn't limited to a heroine deck. Therefore, if you just happen to have heroines in your deck, you can use this card.
You mean heroines?
That's what I said.
No, that's not what you said.
But yeah, like it's a cool effect, but it's not secret worthy, Peter.
No, this is an effect after you used its main skill, right?
Which is
activate battle. If your opponent has 3 or more energy, choose one of your opponent's battle cards with cost 7 or less and gain control of it. It's a change of heart, just better for people who play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, you're swinging for game with this 7 or less that doesn't have barrier. Mine.
Oh, you just comboed your whole hand on this final attack when I have 1 energy open and 2 cards in hand. I'll take that.
Mine. Yeah. This is hilarious for Vegex players. Like,
yes.
They go all in. They're like, I've got you. Mine.
Yeah.
This is mine now. Give me.
After that, you can pay 5 energy to just cheat out some of the heroine cards from your hand.
Exactly right.
If you want.
Like this is so much utility. I love it. I don't think it dethrones Kai as the best secret, but it's definitely top 3 for me. Cell Xeno, I think, also just edges it out. So this is my number 3. Shock. But yeah, I think it's a really good secret. I love
I think this is a bit
what they've
higher
done.
for me than Cell Xeno. Cell Xeno has an explosive potential,
Mm,
but only in certain decks because it's a successor.
that's
This
why.
has an explosive potential in any deck.
That's true, but also,
Commander with this as your commander.
I mean, yes, of course.
Because
Of
then you
course.
can reuse it. 1
Of
energy,
course.
3 energy, 5 energy, but that doesn't matter.
I love this card. I think it's amazing. It's brilliant design. It's not overpowered, but it's strong.
Mm.
And I think this is on theme with the secrets we've seen. Not OP, don't immediately end games, but when they hit hard
Well,
and
this
they
one
change
can
it.
immediately end game.
It can, potentially.
If it's used at the right time, it can end game.
Also, we're talking about it defensively. You can actually use it offensively.
If they have
you
a good
choose to.
attacker, yeah.
It's like, you've got that on the field. No, it's mine now. Oh, and now I'm going to attack you with
Oh,
it.
I'm going to attack you with my 1-drop 5k. Okay, no negates. Okay,
Steal.
I'm going to steal your big guy and then I'm going to attack with it. Problem is it doesn't untap, doesn't switch to active.
No. I mean, I think that might be a bit excessive there.
Yeah,
That would be a win more condition onto it.
yeah.
Um,
No, I think it's fine.
Yeah. So now, do we want to go on to our lightning round?
Yeah, let's go to the lightning round. Round 1.
So good, bad, meh on all of these.
It's set 1 through 4. Saiyan Kaba.
Good,
Yes. Vados Assistance. No.
bad,
Kaba's Awakening. Yes.
good.
Senzu. We've seen a
Good.
lot, but it's good, right? Broly.
It's a good reprint.
Yeah,
Good
Broly,
reprint.
yes, because we have seen a lot. Avenging Frieza, yes, because we haven't seen
Yes.
that an awful lot. Mecha Frieza, the Returning Terror. Which one is that?
I'm met on it, but it could be good depending if
Which
you
one
really
is
want
that?
it.
Is that the
It's
one
the-
discard a card, kill 2?
It's the double strike coming down like that.
Is that the one you discard a card, KO 2 cards in rest mode, and it gets double strike and dual attack?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a good card.
It is, but as
Traitor
a
Dende
reprint,
is coming
I'm,
back with everything we have seen, so I don't think this is a bad reprint.
That's fine. You can go. I'm meh on it.
Zarbon,
Zarbon,
meh.
good.
No.
Whoa,
Sin Shenron has
Okay.
better cards for what it needs.
that's fair. That's fair.
Frieza's Call, yeah, we have
Good.
seen plenty of reprints, but it's a good card. Trunks Bridge to the Future.
Bad.
I
Bad.
think it's actually fairly decent, because it helps you mill
Okay.
cards in your drop area if you need it.
That's fine. I just don't really see the need for it, so I think it's a bad reprint in my opinion.
Dawn of Terror 13, if
Good.
it's what I think, then it's good. Flank Nimbus, good. Haru Haru,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Intensifying Power Trunks, good.
yeah,
Newfound Power Son Gohan.
yeah, good.
Adoptive Father Son Gohan, no.
Oh, I was gonna go with good on this because, like,
No, that doesn't help Goku's lineage. Goku's lineage needs a different 1-drop.
it does. But if you're wanting to pick up and play swap, I mean, I know it's a cheap common, but at least now you can get it in the newest set that has swap support.
I guess you can get it in nicer foil.
And a full art foil, of course. All of these are now in full art foil. So yeah, okay, that's interesting that we differ on Gohan.
Set 6, 7, 9, and draft box 4. Fearless
So,
Assault
Krill-
Krillin, good.
Good.
Bonds of Friendship Android 8, good.
Good.
Aether 8, that was never played,
Eh.
bad. Cyberman Endless Explosion, good, because it's
Good.
Nappa for Arrival. Trunks Time
Yep.
Regulator,
Eh.
no, wait, that's the Draw 2 Warp 1 on Overwhelm.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
I think so.
Is it? Stop feeling time. Bitter don't bomb skababu beep bado skababa do da.
Yeah, when you play this card using Overwhelm, draw 2 cards, then warp a card from your hand. Overwhelm 3. That's a good card.
Okay, I'll give it good. I'll give it good.
Android
give it
14, I assume this is something good.
Set 9-1, yeah, good. And the trios.
Trio the
third one,
Dangers, that's decent, especially you can lower its cost now. That's good.
yeah. Looking at the prices of set 9, it's a good reprint.
Oh yeah.
Because you ain't getting packs of set 9.
Remote Series Bomb, that's a good reprint.
It's a good reprint.
Exploiting Weakness, a bit late for this reprint. We don't have red decks that use it anymore.
No, but I think it's a good reprint in terms of the game.
It is good reprint, but it's a bit late. Master Roshi
Yeah.
Universe 7
Good.
United.
Good.
Desperate
See,
Measures, good. Goku Black Delicate Plan, good. Pan
great.
Natural Fighter.
Good.
Which one is that? Pan Natural Fighter.
Yes. Baradaska boobiska baradu babaskada baby. Filling time on the airwaves. If it's the pan, I thought it was anyway. Wait, it might not actually be.
When you combo with this card, choose up to one of your skill-less battle cards. The chosen card gets blocker, or if it has 10,000 or less power, it gets 5,000 power and critical for the turn.
Yeah.
Eh,
There's a bit of skill of support in the set,
a
so.
bit, I guess. Bardock Father and Son, it's a good card.
Yep, correct. Good
Yeah.
reprint.
Although, I'm going to point something out. Bardock Father and Son was a feature rare, it was put
And
as
now
a
it's a
rare.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the expansion decks, expert decks even got put as rares as well.
Some of them. Tianxin Han, Unwavering so this is all draft box 5.
Okay.
Tianxin Han, Unwavering Anchor, no clue what that is.
Meh.
Pickle and American Fortification, Android 17, I like the card,
Good.
that's good. Universe 4 Assemble, meh.
Good. Oh,
that's the skillless one. One drop skillless ones.
Yeah.
Support.
Yeah.
Dr. Rota is a good reprint. Obuni is a good reprint.
Yes.
Matchup is a good reprint.
Yes.
Rebrand is a good reprint.
Yes.
Kakunsa?
Couldn't tell you.
Maiden
We'll
Mind?
go with meh. We'll go with meh.
Zarbuto is a good
Yeah,
reprint.
Sabuto is a double strike, so good
Yeah.
reprint. Basil, good reprint.
Yeah.
Robe, Rash for Supremacy, interesting reprint. Not sure how it plays into thing. U9 Assemble, amazing reprint.
Very good reprint. Katopesla, the whole chain.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
And the last screen is promos, TOP, and some other stuff.
Yeah.
Scrambling
So,
Assault Son Goten.
Yeah.
Trying to push for it. It's a nice card. It's nice that it has a reprint because it has not been played for ages.
like, if it sees playability, all those old promos, people try and
Yeah.
hike the price, so having it available in the set, it makes sense. It's a good reprint.
Ultimate Fusion Gogeta. I like to see that one. I'm surprised that it's a rare, but I like to see that one.
Yeah.
Because it's a good card for ramp decks, right?
Yeah, and it's a really playable card. We see it all the time pop up. It's never been a bad card to play.
Finally, we have meaningful reprint of Defending Father Paragus.
It's not what's it called, event pack anymore.
Yeah,
Was
it's
it
a
event pack
meaningful
reprint?
reprint
Yeah.
on uncommon slot as well. Although it's
Really good.
starter deck exclusive. Chile the same. Again, a meaningful reprint, not an event pack reprint. We really like to see those two here.
Yeah, really good reprints there.
And again, both are on uncommon slot. We have TOP with Universe 9 Supreme Kai Row. That's the one, look at the top two cards. If they're both U9, put them in your energy.
Yep.
Oregano was put a U9 from hand at the bottom, draw 2.
Yep.
Shining Blaster, it was the negate for U9.
Yes, it's the one with the doggy going. Hurrah!
Yeah.
And then like energy. Any TOP reprint's kind of good in my opinion.
Kinda, yeah. Maiden Charge is nice to see. So I guess that's how you meant to bring out the heroine maidens.
Yeah.
Hidden Power is Supreme Kai. Now I'm surprised that they decided with this over Champa.
World Marshal support. It's only been printed
guess.
once, hasn't it? Champa's been printed to death. So.
Yeah. Oh, I guess Champa was in Magnificent Collection as well, wasn't it?
And the starter deck.
Yeah. Dream the Future. That's the Bardock thing.
Yes, it is. I think it's a counter, isn't it?
I think so.
From
You will
Clash.
know.
I know the artwork. I don't know the.
I don't know what the card does. And of course,
Bad Omen.
Android 21, a Bad Omen.
Yeah.
Which is a rep.
Isn't the other Android 21 reprinted?
No.
I thought it was 2.
I was thinking the same thing, but no.
I thought the blocker got reprinted. Never mind.
I thought that the blocker got reprinted as well, but clearly it's not there. Unless I missed it on the website, but I doubt it.
That's for another time. If we have missed it, we'll probably put it in the comments. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Probably, if we don't forget again.
Yeah. So overall, Peter, huge video this week, but
Over an hour.
Grand scale of things, we covered a lot. So where do you land on Battle Evolution? It supports new stuff. It introduces new stuff. It supports old stuff. Where do you land?
As much as I don't think I landed on any of the colors above A, I think the product on its own is an ass. It
Yeah,
brings out what every core set should be. In my opinion, this is how core set should have felt. We are getting bits and bobs for old strategies while getting new strategies.
Mm.
This is what
Yeah,
I would
no,
love to see in a core set, some meaningful reprints on a regular basis, some nice, good new strategies, support for the old strategies, some stir up in the meta, not just the newest decks are the best ones. Or the
yeah,
new
no,
decks are underpowered compared to the old ones, so the old ones are still dominating.
yeah, totally agree. Absolutely agree. It's an S from me as well. It's just a great set. It's great for new players. It's great for players like myself who have basically everything. But now I can get Senzu being in full art foil, which looks amazing.
You can also get the bad omen in the better foil.
That is true. That is true. I'm just really excited to open this product. Like
Yeah.
I like the secret rare alone is crazy cool. But just there's so much to love in this set. Like weird Broly support, like that's cool. Wasn't expecting it. Nice to see it. Android 21 getting different support with shadow tokens as well. Like that's cool.
Clone
Like there's
tokens.
just yes. Oh, I keep doing it, don't I? Keep
Yes.
calling them shadow tokens. But yeah, like there's just so much to love here. The doggies getting support, Bardock's crew getting support. It like I really hope this set sells well
Even some
because
archetypes that are getting not a lot of support are getting meaningful support, like Broly.
yeah,
Broly got like
really,
2 cards, but they're amazing 2 cards for Broly.
yeah, like that's all some decks need, right? The one or two cards that just
Yeah, but
changes the balance a little bit.
that's exactly what we need for this game to keep it stable. We don't need new archetypes being, you know, thrown at us every single set.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
there is nice
everything
to
needs
see
be
some
new.
things. Like the Shadow Dragons were amazing when they were first shown, and the way they keep on getting supported throughout the Unison Warrior series, it's amazing. I love that.
Yeah,
But
like just
then every
spread it in
single
and out.
set feels very separate outside of the Shadow Dragons.
And maybe outside of the Xeno stuff, which is coming together now. But yeah, generally, like yeah, the Earthlings from set 10 haven't carried over very
Yeah,
well
exactly.
to
I
Earthlings.
regret that because I really enjoyed the Earthlings in set 10. I enjoyed a lot of decks in set 10. There were few fun decks set 11. There were fun decks set 12, but it just feels,
Disjointed.
Yeah, it doesn't
I
feel
get
like
that.
I can build a deck and continue on developing that deck.
That's fair. I think that's a very fair and valid criticism. Which, like, if nothing else, at least this evolution booster, or at least if this is the intent, which it seems to be, is going to mitigate that. And I can't hate that. I
Yeah,
can't hate.
I would
And
prefer
every
this to be a core set, and that's my honest opinion.
that's not a bad opinion to have. Honestly, I can see that, and it's a valid argument. I like it as a side booster personally, but one thing is clear is that if this doesn't sell, people who complained about draft boxes can never complain about draft boxes ever again. Because
I think it
this,
would sell. I think it's.
I think it's gonna sell. Like, but I'm just saying, like, this is what replaces draft boxes now. At least
Yeah.
the previous iteration of draft box, which is Rich replaced theme boosters. So you've
We
got to
came
support this
back. We
product.
kinda came back to the theme boosters, but just done better.
Yeah, and you've got to support this product if you want to see more, or else Bandai just see the point of, well, we'll put the new cards in this draft box because that
Yeah.
was selling out constantly. So yeah, there's that side of things. But overall, both of us give it an S. I think we're both very excited to see what these cards do to the meta. And also what future stuff we could see in Unison Warrior 4, which is something rivalry or something or other. I can't remember that name for the life of me.
I don't
Supreme
remember.
rivalry? I don't know.
Yeah.
Peter, do
Supreme rivalry.
the spiel thing.
Before I do the spiel thing, there's one other piece of news that I want to share with you guys. We are opening an online shop. If you want, this video is going to be coming out next weekend, I think, for us. Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Just before the release. So, if you're going to check our website, www.londonplayersguild.com.
Links in the description.
It's either .com or .co.uk. I actually don't remember right now. Link is going to be in the description.
It's in the description of all of our videos.
We are going to be offering some pre-orders for Dragon Ball stuff, for Digimon stuff. We're going to be offering no accessories just yet. And on
If
top
there's
of that,
demand, if there's demand, we'll look into
yeah,
it.
and on top of that, we are going to have some special offers to our followers. So if you are not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing because we are going to have some announcements on our community page on YouTube because we're learning how to use that.
We're
Um,
learning to be YouTubers. It's hilariously good.
so yeah, leave us a like and let us know what do you think about this set. Are you excited about the Battle Evolution booster? What do you want to see from the future sets? Do you think Battle Evolution booster should be the core set, or do you think the core sets are fine as they are, and Battle Evolution booster should be once a year product? Let us know down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you again on the next set, Graded.